What is going on, guys? It is Mr. Banks here. I'm coming at you live with another weekly watch list. These are going to be my top watches for the week. So stay tuned, stay listened, and let's fucking get rich this week. All right. Before I get started, though, what I want to talk about is this last week. I have to give a big shout out to our members. One hitting $4,300 on the week. That is huge. Absolutely love it. Crushing it. So shout out to Jason Dean. We have another one adding up to a $40,000 week. Now, guys, this is the Wolves of Wealth Discord. The link is in the description, but I have to give a big shout out to our members. Man, they kill it every single day. And so $40,000, a $4,000 week, big week for you guys. So let's get to it. What you guys came here for. SPY. Last week we broke down under 400 into a nice range. You know, we rejected the all-time high trend line as well as the 20 SMA. And then we started last week with two big bearish trend days down, caught a lot of people off sides, not us though, because we know what we're doing. But going into this week, what am I looking for on SPY? We're in this big range between 390 and 400. So 390 is going to be my major big level right here that I'll be watching. With 390, we get under 390, could definitely see 387.50 and then 385. We do have this gap fill though between 385 and 381. So definitely we'll be watching these levels for you. This major gap fill on the daily, as you can see right here. Now, if we do hold 390, I will be looking for back to 395 as this was a big pivot level for you guys. So 395, if we do hold 390, I'll be looking for 395 back to 398. Now, I want to get above 398, 400 to get bullish again. If we do that, I'll be looking at 401.50, 403.50, 405, 408, and then 410. So these are going to be my major levels for you guys. But going into this next week, obviously we need to see 390 hold. 392 is another level, but 390 is the major level. This is let me zoom out real quick. If you're looking at this major trend, bearish trend down, we are in a major bear flag breaking down from it. But we do have this inverted hammer right here. I just want to bring up real quick. Now, this is a reversal pattern. It is actually a bullish reversal pattern. So we could actually get some upside going into FOMC this next week. So don't definitely pay attention to this. Don't disregard that, this inverted hammer. We could definitely see some upside going into FOMC. That might catch a lot of people offsides thinking we're just going to shoot down going into next week. But again, 390, we need that to hold. We have a 385 to 381 gap filled down if we do break 390. Watching 387.50 first. If 390, 392 holds, I'll be looking back up to 395 again, 398, and then 400, and then past 400 for the bullish thesis. Now, let's get on to Nvidia. I think this is what is on everybody's watch list. We have a pin bar reversal off of the 200 MA as well as the all-time high trend line. Now, we can get a nice drawdown from this. So I will be looking, past 169 down. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. Shows it's a lot better for you guys. If we break 169, definitely will be looking down for around 166.50 as my next level. After that, a 165 level. And then after that, we can really scoot and boogie all the way down to the 160s. So 169 will definitely be that level to watch. Back down to 166.50, 165 level right in here in this range. If we do hold that, I will be looking for a nice bounce and retest back up to 169, 170. So definitely keep in mind these levels on Nvidia. This is on everybody's watch. Everybody's looking for the downside on this next week. So don't be surprised if we do get a bounce and we actually get a bounce up from it, or it kind of stays flat and rangy and doesn't really get that nice downside next week. But with FOMC coming up, and if we do get downside with the market, obviously Nvidia is going to be taken with it and headed down. But it is a very crowded trade, so just keep watch on that. Next one is definitely going to be Tesla. We are showing some strength going into the weekend, still fighting this massive demand zone. Let me show you on the weekly right here, showing this massive demand zone from 2020. We are holding above it. I think we can definitely see into the 150s, 140s, 120s once the market, if it does get to the downside, right, guys? So looking into this next week, I'm definitely looking to see I'm definitely looking to see a break of 178. That's going to be my telltale to hold. So I want to see 178 hold. As you can see right here, right, we kind of have this imbalance. So if 178 breaks, can easily see 175 fast, right? Can easily see 175 fast right around here if we break of 178. Now, if we break above, I do definitely want to see we can see 185. 185 is definitely going to be my level around here. I need to get above 185 to actually see back to the 190s, 195 area. So it is going to be a little rangy, could be a little rough if we between 180 and 185. So I'm going to call that the fluff zone on Tesla. The downside move is a lot better if we do get it, but if we're headed up for whatever reason, I definitely want to see above this 185 level all the way up here. Uh, Beyond this level, though, I think it is a lot of fluff. You could say past 182, we can go ahead to 185. But again, I think it's going to be a lot of back and forth in that level. So I like to see the downside first and then above 185, 186 to really see that upside again on Tesla. But I am liking it this week as well. Netflix. I mean, Netflix, that was a major move that we had last week, filling that gap fill all the way up to 330, and then we rejected hard off of it. Now I am looking for puts under 319. As we can see, there's a major gap fill. Kind of remove that real quick. Major gap fill, right? Below 319 and 312. So if we break below 319, definitely can see a nice drawdown to 310, 311 and 312 area right here. If anything, 315 area, or right here on this pivot level, we can easily see, yeah, exactly 312, 313. So puts below 319 are going to be my major area to watch. I think we could get it as a major gap. It's headed down there. If we do get all the way down, we'll be looking for a little bounce around 310 to 312 here for a nice bounce up recovery. And then all the way down, if we do flush all the way down, I will be looking in a 300 to 303 range. And if we do flush all the way down there, I will be looking for a nice bounce right there, right, guys? My last watch on this week is definitely going to be AMD. So on AMD, same thing. We broke below 69. That was the low that it put in last week, and we broke below it. So as you can see, this imbalance right here, we can easily get this filled all the way down to around 64.50, 65, right? To around 65. So I do think if we break this level of 68, we can go down and easily see 65. So bias definitely is to the downside this next week. But with anything, we have FOMC, we have CPI, it's OPEX week, it's quad witching week. Um, the Fed rate decision, we have PMI coming out, jobless claims. There's so much going on next week that, we could be really rangy. It's going to be volatile. So the name of the game next week is going to be patience and discipline, guys, right? Team Wolves is what we preach. If you're part of the Wolves, discipline and patience is going to be needed heading into next week. As always, one trade a day is all it takes. Let's get it, future millionaires. I see you out there. I'll see you in the group, and let's get paid this week. All right, guys. Love you guys. See ya.